I'm going to make a little drawing. This is a crop of picture that I downloaded from Pixabay. I actually made 2 prints, but when you compare these, I first made this print, but I thought there was not enough shadow, light and dark. There is not really much shadow, but this is very soft here. So I made this one. And I want to make mainly a drawing of the eyes, the nose and the mouth. And freehand. I want to make it relatively quick, because I like making drawings within a 20-minute time frame, or 25 minutes at most. But I don't know, let's see how this goes. I just start with this eye on the right. Usually I start here. Whoop. Oh, that's a really bad example. That I shouldn't do that, because that's not the way I should do that. When I make a sketch line, I never do this. I have to get into this again. So you can see that this is more like it. That form was way off. I'm going to zoom in a little. So, to be honest, I don't know why I did that. And I am not making all the lines before I add hatchings. I do this at the same time almost. I don't really draw lines actually in this case. It's dots and fragments of lines. So I'm not going to talk too much, just draw this. And there you see me with a certain kind of pointillism. I have the tendency not to make straight lines too. I mean, I could make a line here, but I have the tendency to make an accentuation here, a few hatchings, small hatchings here, and an accentuation there. So the way that I put down this, you know, first indication of this here, it will merge into the structure of the final drawing more. Otherwise you have lines and what you do on top of those lines, and not that that is a bad thing, and it is dependent on the style that you're working in, but I do this automatically, I think. I should force myself, if I would want to draw all the lines beforehand, I would force myself to do that. I would have to force myself. So this is more or less a sort of natural way for me to do this. And now I'm going over to the other eye. And when I look at this picture, the eyes aren't horizontal, they are under a certain angle. And the distance between this is more or less the same as you know, how broad one eye is, so that should be easy. Oops. There we go. And there is that. And you have to carefully look how the form of the eye is. I should make this one better actually, because it's not really great, this. Anyway, I'm going over to the other eye. And you see what kind of lines I make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 or 6. To have one delineation here. 6 lines here. Just sketching. And it's a combination of accentuations and hatchings that I'm putting down here. So you see these sketched lines, accentuations, hatchings, and that's how I build up this face. She looks slightly, I don't know how to put that, but as the opposite of being cross-eyed, there's this little hint that those eyes aren't looking straight completely. There's this little, that's a beauty mark of women. Venus had that also, but she looked a bit cross-eyed in mythology, I believe. Well, I have these 2 eyes, and I'm just going further because I want to get the nose here, and I'm looking at this angle and this angle. I'll move the camera a little bit so you can see it in the frame. As you can see, I'm watching these angles to determine where these details are. She holds her chin a little bit up, I think, so the distance between the nose and the eyes is a bit shorter than you would expect if you see someone eye to eye usually. So her head is a bit tilted to the back. And I have the tendency to not want to make too general hatchings, so actually breaking hatchings constantly. I think you could call that, and it's like cross hatching, but it's not a very regular cross hatching that I do, so it's just improvising on each detail, I think, more. And when you get these details on the paper, you can get into some sort of flow and where things get a little easier. I'm wondering is this eye too big compared to this eye? Should I add more here? But I just proceed with this drawing. But now I want to get the mouth here. Try to get this on screen, otherwise you can get that picture from a make a screen capture and hold it against my video. But I'm doing my best to keep this within the frame. I don't really like to put it in the frame by editing the video that way, because I like things to be more natural, actually. But you can see this moving here. So I am now looking at the corners of the mouth. You can see here the corner of the mouth is on the left side of the pupil. Here, the corner of this mouth is on the left side of the tear duct. Here, and then you can determine when you do this. This is where the corner of the mouth should be, more or less. You can do this and check with this direction, and then this here, teeth. It's very important not to draw the teeth with straight lines, but to accentuate certain lines, more or less. Certain that it's that accentuate certain delineations instead of putting them very sharply down, because you get very weird teeth otherwise. Now this, you don't see the teeth really here, but when you have a broad smile, it can give a problem when you use straight lines to separate them. I'm not sure if she is looking a bit funny in my drawing, and I should get this away. And I should have taken a better eraser than this. Anyway, I don't have an eraser. I just leave it there now. I'm not going to talk too much now, just working on this drawing. It really needs some work and correction now, I see, so I think I'm going to add some music to this video and just making corrections. The mouth is a bit weird. you.